Hello there! If you have a Scrum Master interview coming up shortly, then this is the video for you. This is the second chapter in the Scrum Master interview questions video series. In this video, we will cover the top 9 questions on the different Scrum roles and their responsibilities. Subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you would be notified when the new videos in the series get released. Okay, let's get started. We had covered the top 9 questions on Scrum basics in the first chapter. If you have not gone through that, you can use the link in the description box to check it out. A quick recap of our case study used earlier. The New York-based IT firm was experiencing difficulties with one of their projects, which involved the development of a new food ordering app for their client Vegan Gardens. Despite several months of effort, the project had failed to deliver a working software in accordance with the client's specifications. In an effort to turn the project around, the company decided to switch to Scrum framework. Let us use this as a premise and see from our interview questions how the Scrum Master and Scrum team were able to develop and deliver a successful food ordering app which met all the client requirements with the distributed team. Okay, let's get started with Chapter 2, Scrum Roles and Responsibilities. Question number 10. What are the responsibilities of a Scrum Master? The Scrum Master acts as a servant leader to the team and is responsible for facilitating the Scrum process and ensuring that the team adheres to the Scrum framework. Some of the specific responsibilities of the Scrum Master include guiding and coaching the team in the Scrum framework, including its principles, practices, and values. Removing obstacles that may prevent the team from achieving its goals. Protecting the team from external interruptions and distractions. Facilitating Scrum events such as sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. Ensuring that the team is adhering to the definition of done and producing high quality work. Encouraging continuous improvement and helping the team identify areas of improvement. Representing the team to stakeholders and ensuring that their needs and concerns are heard and addressed. From our case study, for the development of the Browse feature, the Scrum Master worked with the framework team to identify and prioritize any dependencies and risks related to the mobile framework. The Scrum Master helped to coordinate and facilitate any discussions or meetings between the development team and the framework team to ensure that the dependencies were resolved in a timely and effective manner. The Scrum Master also helped to monitor the progress of the Browse feature development and provided support and guidance to the development team as needed. By performing these tasks, the Scrum Master helped to ensure that the development of the Browse feature was carried out smoothly and effectively, and that any obstacles or roadblocks were addressed in a timely and efficient manner. Question number 11. What are the responsibilities of a product owner? The product owner is responsible for maximizing the value of the product being developed by the Scrum team. They do this by effectively managing the product backlog, which is a prioritized list of features and requirements for product. The product owner's responsibilities include developing and communicating the product goal, creating and communicating the product backlog items, ordering the items based on priority, and ensuring that the product backlog is transparent, visible, and understood by everyone in the team. The product owner is the voice of the customer and is accountable for making decisions about what the team will work on and ensuring that the product meets the needs of the stakeholders. In our case study, the PO creates epics, that is, large bodies of work, to achieve specific features such as browse, order, and payment features in case of food ordering app. These epics can be broken down into smaller, more manageable user stories which describe the desired functionality from the end user's perspective. For example, the PO might create a user story to group the menu items by categories such as breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or to implement a search functionality that allows users to easily find specific food items. In creating these user stories, the PO works closely with the development team to ensure that the product being developed meets the needs of the stakeholders and delivers value to the end users. By having a clear understanding of the requirements and priorities, the product owner helps the development team focus on delivering the most important features first and ensuring that the product meets the stakeholders' needs and expectations. Question number 12. What are the responsibilities of the development team? The development team is responsible for creating a plan for the sprint, instilling quality by following the definition of done, which outlines the standards and expectations for the work completed, adapting their plan each day to achieve the sprint goal, which is the objective of the current sprint, holding each other accountable as professionals, working together to produce the best possible outcomes. In case of the food ordering app, the development team was tasked with developing the browse feature as one of the sprint goals. To achieve this goal, the team would have broken down the user stories associated with the browse feature into smaller and more manageable subtasks. For example, if the product owner had created a user story for menu grouping by categories like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the development team would have broken this down into the following subtasks. Research and select a design for grouping menu items by category. Develop the chosen design for grouping the menu items. Test the grouping to ensure it works correctly and meets the requirements. Once the subtasks were done, team plotted the dependencies among the subtasks and agreed on a plan for completion. In daily stand-ups, the team were providing updates against the plan and making suitable adjustments in case of any changes. The development team is responsible for collaborating with each other and with the other members of the Scrum team to deliver high-quality working software that meets the needs of the stakeholders and the end users. Question number 13. As a Scrum Master, how do you facilitate collaboration and communication between the team members in different geographic locations? In the given case study, the Scrum Master facilitated the collaboration and communication between the team members in different geographic locations by utilizing video conferences and collaboration tools. They ensured that everyone was on the same page and that work was progressing as planned. Regular virtual stand-up meetings were set up where the entire team could come together to discuss progress, raise any concerns, and align on the next steps. Additionally, using collaboration tools such as video conferencing, instant messaging, and project management software could also help to keep everyone connected and informed. The Scrum Master can also encourage the use of pair programming or other forms of pair work to foster a sense of teamwork and share ownership of the project. Another important aspect is to have clear expectations and guidelines in place to ensure that everyone is on the same page. The Scrum Master can facilitate this by defining clear roles and responsibilities for each team member, setting clear goals and objectives, and creating a shared understanding of what constitutes success. This can help to ensure that everyone is working towards the same end goal and that everyone is aware of their role in achieving it. Finally, the Scrum Master should strive to foster an inclusive and supportive environment that values diversity and encourages open communication. This can include encouraging team members to share their ideas and perspectives, promote active listening and active engagement, and ensure that everyone feels heard and valued. By doing so, the Scrum Master can help to build a strong and cohesive team even when team members are separated by geography. Question number 14. Who is responsible for keeping the stakeholders informed about the progress of the project? The Scrum Master is responsible for facilitating communication and keeping stakeholders informed about the progress of the project. However, the entire Scrum team, including the product owner, should be involved in communicating with the stakeholders and keeping them updated. Question number 15. As a Scrum Master, how can you track the sprint progress? As a Scrum Master, tracking the sprint progress involves regularly monitoring the team's progress and ensuring that they are on track to meet the sprint goals. For the development of the Browse feature, a food ordering app, the Scrum Master could use the following steps to track progress. Hold daily stand-up meetings. During the daily stand-up meetings, the Scrum Master can ask each team member about their progress and identify any roadblocks that are impacting their work. Review the sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is a prioritized list of user stories and tasks that the team is committed to completing during the sprint. The Scrum Master can review the sprint backlog regularly to ensure that the team is making steady progress towards completing the user stories. Use a sprint burndown chart. A sprint burndown chart is a visual representation of a team's progress during the sprint. The Scrum Master can use this chart to track the amount of work completed and the amount of work remaining, helping to identify any potential issues or delays. Check in with the team. The Scrum Master can check in with the team regularly to ensure that they have the resources they need to complete the tasks and user stories. They can also help resolve any conflicts or dependencies that may arise during development of the Browse feature. By using these methods, the Scrum Master can effectively track the progress of the sprint and ensure that the team is on track to meet its goals. This information can also be shared with stakeholders, providing them visibility into the team's progress and allowing more informed decision making. Question number 16. How does the Scrum Master help the product owner? The Scrum Master can help the product owner in several ways to ensure the success of the project. For example, let us consider the development of the ordering feature for the food ordering app. The Scrum Master can assist the product owner in the following ways. Prioritization. The Scrum Master can help the product owner prioritize the backlog items for the ordering feature and ensure that the highest priority items are being worked on first. User stories. The Scrum Master can help the product owner write clear and concise user stories for the ordering feature, which will make it easier for the development team to understand what needs to be built. Acceptance criteria. The Scrum Master can work with the product owner to define the acceptance criteria for each user story of the ordering feature so that the development team knows what exactly they need to deliver. Feedback. The Scrum Master can help the product owner get feedback on the ordering feature from stakeholders, end users, and the development team during the sprints, which will ensure that the product is heading in the right direction. By working together, the Scrum Master and the product owner can ensure that the ordering feature for the food ordering app is delivered on time, within budget, and to a high standard. Question number 17. How do the roles in Scrum work together? In Scrum, the roles work together to deliver a successful project. The Scrum Master helps facilitate and support the Scrum process. The product owner is responsible for ensuring the project delivers maximum value. The development team creates and delivers the working product increment. The roles collaborate and communicate to plan, execute, and adjust the project as needed, utilizing Scrum events and artifacts to keep everyone informed and on track. The end goal is to continuously improve the process and deliver high-quality software in an efficient manner. Question number 18. Describe your daily routine as a Scrum Master. As a Scrum Master, my daily routine would involve a number of key activities to support the team and ensure a successful sprint. Here is a sample of Scrum Master's routine for the Browse Feature Development Sprint. Start of the day. I would hold a daily stand-up meeting with the development team to discuss the progress of the previous day and any obstacles they are facing. This helps me to understand the team's current status and plan for the day. Sprint planning. At the beginning of the sprint, I would work with product owner and the development team to plan the sprint, identify the user stories, and break them into smaller and manageable tasks. Sprint review. I would conduct a sprint review to discuss the progress of the browse feature development with the stakeholders and get their feedback. This helps to ensure that we are on track to meet the sprint goal and make any necessary adjustments. Sprint retrospective. At the end of the sprint, I would hold a retrospective meeting to reflect on what went well, what could be improved, and plan the next sprint. Sprint backlog management. I would work with the team to prioritize the sprint backlog, track the progress, and identify any roadblocks that might impact the sprint goal. Communication. I would work to facilitate communication between team members, especially those in different geographical locations, through regular video calls, instant messaging, and email. Facilitation. I would help the team to stick to the Scrum framework, resolve any conflicts, and keep the sprint on track. By following this routine and helping to facilitate collaboration and communication, I aim to support the team in delivering a successful sprint and deliver value to the stakeholders. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon so that you will be notified when we release new videos on the Scrum Master Interview Question and Answer series. Until then, happy learning.